everyone, John here. You know guys, Bizaardvark is a pretty tough show to figure out. I mean, some episodes of the show were actually alright. At first I kind of liked it. But then as you go on, you see that you get a lot more episodes that are just kind of meh. And then there's a few episodes, or a couple at least, that are just kind of flat out bad. Like the one I'm going to talk about today. So basically, this is like the most complicated show I've ever reviewed. So Bizaardvark is about two teenage girls, about like 13 years old, with a popular comedy video series on the internet. And no, I'm not talking about iCarly. And yeah, we'll get to those similarities a little bit later into the review. And this episode here is definitely the weakest of the series that I've seen. Let's see why. This is the Season 1 episode, Bizaardvark vs. Vicki, Hothead, Fuego. So we start off with our two protagonists, Paige and Frankie. They're in this room hanging out, and then their friend and fellow video maker Amelia then walks into the room and shares something interesting with them.
Why are you fighting with JoJo Siwa?
Oh, we're not fighting. We're actually good friends. A lot of Googlers start fake feuds to help their channels trend. It's all for show.
Okay, so let me get this straight. They lie to both of their audiences about a feud to get more views? Well, that's kind of a not nice thing to do. We then cut to the show's theme song, which I really enjoy, by the way, actually. It's a fun song to listen to.
You could spend all day on a swing eating a baguette, but why do boring things like that when there's the internet? Let's go make some videos. Hey, hey, let's go make some videos. Hey.
So then in the next scene, Paige and Frankie are at Frankie's dojo, and they're trying to figure out who with they should start a feud, you know, to help them get more views.
The best feuding partner would be someone who's a real hothead.
They call me Vicki, Hothead Fuego. Never insulting me with such a weak look.
We also need someone who's gonna show no mercy.
When you think crying's gonna make me sad, no mercy.
Where in the world are we gonna find Sensei? Turn down the volume! Someone like that.
Okay, I get it. I get the joke. Move on. So yeah, Paige and Frankie decide to get in a fake feud with Vicki, Hothead, Fuego. So the two of them then film the video where they challenge Vicki to a fake fight, and then they upload it to the internet in like 1 second. What? And if you think that's stupid, well then just take a look at this.
Oh, check it out, Amelia. Bizaardvark just started its first fake feud with Vicki, Hothead, Fuego.
Wow. How'd you get her to agree to it?
What do you mean, agree to it?
What is wrong with you? Why are you so stupid? I mean, why wouldn't you just talk to her about the fake feud first? I mean, well, like, what if she didn't even want to start a fake feud with you guys? Did you ever think of that? I mean, they cite that the reason they didn't talk to her first is because, you know, apparently everyone knows about the feuds. That's what they thought, but apparently they were wrong.
Think, McFly, think.
So yeah, Vicki thinks that they challenged her to a real fight. And now that I got that whole plot description out of the way, I'll just say that this episode reminds me of two different iCarly episodes. There's I Meet Fred with the whole, you know, fake feud between two video makers on the internet. And then there's I Fight Shelby Marks with, well, everything else. And when I think of episodes like this one, and episodes like Superfan, where Paige and Frankie get an obsessive fan who loves them and won't leave them alone, I start to think that maybe the people who call this show an iCarly ripoff might kind of be onto something. So Vicki then drops everything to come to LA to come fight Paige and Frankie because I guess she doesn't have school or anything else to do back where she lives. I don't know. So Paige and Frankie then meet up with Vicki to try to explain the misunderstanding, and surprisingly she actually believes them like right away. But the problem is that she says she still has to fight them anyway, so she doesn't look like a coward in front of her fans. But here's a question, why not just fake a fight? I mean, I can't think of any downside to that. And it doesn't help Paige and Frankie's situation that their friend slash agent Freddie Benson, Bernie, is basically helping to promote the fights to make them more money. And while his jerkishness in this episode is a little out of character, it does actually give the episode a few funny jokes, so that's something. Anyway, Paige and Frankie then end up having a web chat with Vicki, who for some reason then tries to provoke the two of them so they actually get mad at her, and it works. Why'd she do that? I don't know. Conflict or something? So the fight goes down and Paige and Frankie win because Bernie accidentally knocks Vicki out with a t-shirt launcher. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. That's not how life works.
Do you understand life? Do you?
And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, bad episode, not the greatest show in the world, and I think next time I might talk about something good instead. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.